Today on the Stay at Home Chef, I'm showing you how to make the ultimate slutty brownies. Now, I totally did not choose the name of these brownies, but let me vouch for it right now. These brownies are outrageously delicious. To start, you'll want to preheat an oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and then line a 9x9 pan with parchment paper, and I like to spray it with a little bit of nonstick cooking spray so that the parchment paper will stick to the sides and bottom. Kind of tuck in the corners there and set that aside, and then in a mixing bowl, we're gonna cream together half a cup of softened salted butter with half a cup of brown sugar, a quarter cup of white sugar, and then I'll use a hand mixer to cream it together. It takes a good 1.5 to 2 minutes to get this mixture nice and creamy. This is going to be our cookie dough layer. There's cookie dough, Oreo, and brownie, and oh my gosh, it's so good. Then we'll add in 1 egg and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and give that a quick mix. Then add in half a teaspoon of baking soda, a quarter teaspoon of salt, and 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and you'll mix this until just combined. Last, pour in 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and fold this together. Then dump this all into your prepared 9x9 pan and start squishing it down, creating a bottom crust, so make sure you squish it all the way to the edges and cover the entire bottom with an even, or at least somewhat even, layer of the cookie dough. The next layer is Oreo, and I like to use double stuff, but you can also use regular. I just like that creamy center filling. You want to lay these out in a single layer, so I do 4 by 4 so that I get a total of 16 Oreos. Then we're gonna make the brownie layer to go on top, and yes, we are using my recipe for the best brownies ever, and it really takes this over the top. Pour a half cup plus 2 tablespoons of melted butter into a large mixing bowl. It's okay if there's a little bit butter chunks there because you can just whisk that in and it melts real quick. And you want to whisk that together with 1 cup of sugar. Then after about 30 seconds of whisking, add in 2 eggs and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and whisk that until it's combined. Then you'll add in half a cup of melted chocolate chips. I'm using semi-sweet again, and I just melted mine really quick in the microwave. And then you'll whisk that into the butter mixture until it's smooth and velvety chocolate. Last, we'll use a rubber spatula to stir in 3/4 of a cup of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. You want to stir this until it's just combined. Then spread the brownie layer over the top of the Oreo and cookie dough layers. Make sure it goes all the way to the edges and corners. I like to finish these brownies off with 4 crushed Oreos, and there's always just about that many that are already broken in the package, so that works out nicely. And some chocolate chips. Sprinkle those on top and scatter them around. These are so decadent, it's ridiculous. We're gonna bake these in the 350-degree oven for 50 to 55 minutes. Once they're done baking, transfer the pan to a wire rack to cool completely for at least 4 hours. Then simply use the parchment paper to remove the brownies from the pan and slice and serve. And if these weren't already sinful enough for you, I'm gonna top mine with a little bit of cookies and cream ice cream and probably some chocolate syrup too.